I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today, a little bit about my creative process. And it might be a little crude, but I think it might be fun someday to look back and see how far DeLeon leather has come. And I just want to let you guys in on like the reality of what it looks like for me to come up with a new idea. I wanted to acknowledge that yes, we're literally in my school apartment. They are nice apartments, come to SEU, but this is where I'm at right now. Plus we're in this whole COVID-19 situation, so I don't really have a lot of options. So here I am. P.S. Sorry, not sorry for that whole intro with making coffee. You're probably going to get a little bit of randomness here watching these videos, but that's just how it's going to be. So bright in here. When all of this coronavirus started up, I decided to move back home for a little bit, and I lived at home with my parents for just a little bit over a month, but I decided to move back because of my job. But while I was home, I had some time to be in the shop and to think about some of the ideas that I had and try to make them a reality. One of which was the laptop sleeve that I want to start. So how do I start anything? I just take what I have and I try my best to make a mock-up, if you will. So I took my physical computer. I have the 13-inch MacBook Air, and I went to just a notebook and I drew out my designs, as I always do, and try to record everything that I was doing so that I'd be able to draw upon it right when I'm trying to make another one or try to make a regular product. For the most part, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I mean, here you go. It's not finished yet, but I really only made one big mistake here, and that was a little bit of a miscalculation on the sides, on the length, and that just led to an uneven amount of holes on either side for the stitching to go through. And so to fix that, I just had to cut off part of the bottom, which is really not a big deal. I left room to be able to do that. The only problem is that I put the logo on already, so there really wasn't much give at the bottom, or there was enough room for me to really cut much off the bottom. I did have enough room to make it work, so that is the case with this particular one. But this is the first crack at it. This is the first take, if you will. With all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and finish this real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the creative process. This whole idea of creating a prototype or like a test product is really a new revelation for me. In the past, I've made product that is, you know, maybe not as high of quality as it could have been, or really just not practical or functional for everyday use or something like that. But the problem was I already made 20 of these. Creating a prototype or this test product, just like I did with the laptop sleeve, really gives you an opportunity to hold a physical copy or a physical example of what your product, you know, might be. And so then you could test it, the functionality of it and how it holds up and if it's convenient and all of those things. Some of those things you just won't know until you have the physical prototype in your hand. It's a great time to be able to not focus on the finishing touches, the edges. You know, if the stain's a little messed up, that's okay. It's a perfect prototype material, right? And then really you can use that as a basis as you build off of that. You can reference it for, you know, what did we like, what we didn't like. Does this need to be adjusted, or does the whole thing really need to be scrapped because it's just not good? And sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and know that this product, you know, isn't where it needs to be, and so we should probably go back to the drawing board. I'm not saying every time, but sometimes that might be the case. Well, you guys saw my prototype for a laptop sleeve. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Is that something maybe you'd be interested in buying for either yourself or as a gift? So that I'm still in the prototype stages, so let me know. Maybe I should give this one away as a giveaway. No, I think we'll save that for a later video, but giveaways very well could be an option in the future. What was I saying? Wow, it is getting bright over here. This is really just the tip of the iceberg, a little bit about what I've been learning, but it applies to more than just leathercraft, obviously. Say you're a photographer, you know, you want to start putting content out there at first, and the sooner you have content out there, you can really build upon it. Start doing things that are unpaid, as even though you might not want to, that's probably where you're going to have to begin. Get people's feedback and be willing to listen to the feedback. That's a vital part of this. Is, you know, when I make a new product, I like to ask a lot of my friends who have been with me throughout this whole journey, you know, like, what do you guys think? And I really value what they have to say, because they are going to be the consumers. They know probably a little bit better than I do even what you know might work well. If you're taking pictures, you know, get people's feedback, and it's not always easy to hear the feedback, right? So it's, you have to, you know, take it in stride, but it's a vital piece. And the same thing could be said for really trying to fix any kind of problem. Maybe try to fix it on a small scale, or do one thing at a time and see if that works before you waste a lot of energy and resources on something that could prove to be costly or take a lot of time. If you stuck with me this far, I appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe and leave a like. I apologize for the really dramatic lighting, but the sun has just been crazy today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
What are you doing? Can you tell me now?
Guys, this is my roommate Todd.
Is this a vlog?
It's kind of like a vlog, but I don't want it to be a vlog.
Nars, dude.
It's not going to become a thing.
It will be. When you're famous and they see this, oh yeah, it's going to get famous. Well, I'm going to go make more money. No, don't cut it. You keep going.
Don't cut it. He's door dashing.
I am about to get that bread.
Gotta make money somehow.
Yep. Ooh.
College.
Eat this. That's illegal if you don't drive without your license, kids. All right.
See ya. Good luck.
Thank you.